Hey everybody, and today we are reviewing another weapon mod made by kouoaeha, who made such mods as the Ruger Mini 14 and the CZ52 pistol. From that resume you can tell that the man is very talented, or it could be a female, God knows. He's very talented at making textures and models, as you can see from it right here, and if you look at those weapon mods, have a look at the reviews if you want, they'll be in a playlist somewhere. And you'll see that the man is very talented. So this one can be found outside the Goodsprings Saloon. Before the entrance, take a right, then walk forward, take a left, and voila, here's the gun itself on the workbench. So what I was really impressed by is that it's included in vendor lists, raider inventories, it's even in a perk list, which I was really surprised by. Awesome work, by the way, I'll let you know on that. I have no clue what perk it is it affects. It could be grunt or cowboy. I doubt it's cowboy since it's not lever action. I think it counts in the grunt perk. I could be wrong. I don't have the perk to be honest, but yeah, let's have a look. Comes with 3 attachments: a silencer, a micro T1, I think that's a dot sight of some sort, and a drum magazine. So yeah, let's have a look at the gun, shall we? So I love this gun, man. Very underrated weapon, it looks really cool. Czechoslovakian thing. No custom logo, unfortunately. Uses the 10mm submachine gun logo, and it uses 9mm ammo. So before we have a look extensively at the stats, let's have a look at the gun itself. So one-handed SMG. You can download a weapon animation replacer version where he'll use it with 2 hands, but let's just stick with vanilla, shall we, since most people play on vanilla. So yeah, looks really good from the model, as you can see. Looks precisely like the gun does in real life, and I can't see anything wrong with it. So I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 since I see no clipping issues or anything. Let's see. Reload fits perfectly. What do you call it? The thing when he reloads, he pulls back as well. So awesome. Absolutely perfect model, 10 out of 10. Now for the texture. Texture's absolutely glorious. It's a bit monotonous in places, but yeah, the magazine's really good, the grip's really good, but see around about here or here, it's more of the same colour. It's not bad, it's not noticeable, but it's not as good as these bits. It's still good though. So yeah, also here, this little round bit here, which I'm circling the mouse around, looks absolutely fantastic, 10 out of 10. So I'd give a texture an 8 out of 10, 8 or 9 out of 10. Absolutely nothing wrong with it, looks fine. There's no custom sounds unfortunately, which you can hear right now. There we go. So no custom sounds unfortunately, but other than that, the gun is pretty much perfect in terms of cosmetic looks and stuff. All we need to do now is check the gun balance. So yeah, let's have a look at that. Its main stat is the gun skill, and to use it optimally you need a 30 gun skill and a strength requirement of 3, which are pretty low requirements. I assume it's a lower tier weapon, similar to the 9mm submachine gun and the 10mm submachine gun. So yeah, I assume it's going to be around that area of balance. We'll need to test that and compare them, and we'll do that after the review, and I'll show you the stats and whatnot. Weighs 3.5 pounds, has a value of 1,157 caps, and it's a 30 clip magazine. So all we need to do now before we test it is check out the attachments. So we can have a look at the drum magazine first of all, which increases the ammo capacity by 45, and that looks awesome. I don't think that's a new yeah, that's a new texture. I was going to say it looks exactly like a 9mm submachine gun magazine, but then I seen this little bandage here, or I don't know what it is. And it looks great. It's definitely custom, so yeah, that attachment just looks fine to me. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Now let's have a look at the silencer. Reduce muzzle, so this basically just makes it silenced, and it looks really cool. It's a custom model. Let's see if there's a custom sound. Nope. I've heard that before in vanilla, so I don't think it's custom. So last but definitely not least, let's have a look at the Aimpoint Micro T1. I don't think I put it on right. Okay, right. And it basically adds a mini red dot sight. I'm not really. It works. It does its function, but I'm not really a fan of these sights in Fallout since the transparency isn't enough. It seems a bit too opaque for my liking, but nonetheless, it's successful. It works well. Absolutely great gun. Attachments all function perfectly apart from maybe the point sight. Even though it looks cool, it's a bit too opaque for my liking. I wouldn't use it, so aye. Let's have my Scorpion looking the way I want it, shall we? No attachments, that's how I like my Scorpion. Completely vanilla. A laser sight could be nice, but I'm not asking for that. Whatever. So all we need to do is test it in Fiends, if Fiends are up. So let's go and do that. Let's travel to Vault 3. So Fiends weren't up as it seems, so instead let's pick a fight with a Legion. So I refuse to disarm.
This is your last warning. You will
Caesar's new regime, if you're wondering what the armor mod is. I agree to... No, you can pry my weapons from my cold dead hands.
This fool challenges the lead. Ah, wait, another...
Right, awesome armor man, right, okay. Ugh, that fucking nipple. Oh man. Oh man. Very, very powerful gun. I have a feeling that the 10mm pistol does this as well. 10mm submachine gun does this to these enemies as well, but I am not sure. And fuck's sake, what's with all the Latin on my screen? Christ. Okay, it's as if I'm playing Rome 2 all over again. Even only speaking English in that game, but whatever, yeah. Okay, so I seem to be killing a lot of folks, so let's fast forward a bit. Ooh, you look squishy, my friend. Iron sights function as intended. Let's have a look. Yes, they do. If you miss, you miss in the game. Okay, let's put the fucking hollow points on. Of course, he's armoured. So, yeah, I'm out of ammo, so yeah, let's fucking run, right? So, as you've seen there, the gun's pretty good. Does basically the same as a 10mm submachine gun does, and fair enough, yeah. The balance is okay, but yeah. Well, I'll go and buy a 10mm submachine gun from the gun runners and see how the stats stack. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here we are at the gun runners for one final stop before we stop recording. And as you can see, Vz61 Scorpion does 20 damage, whilst the 10mm submachine gun does 23 damage. So yeah, the difference in ammo type and gun skill is offset by the extra damage and therefore extra DPS. So I definitely have no issue with the balance. Balance is perfect, 10 out of 10. The model is perfect, 10 out of 10. The texture's pretty much perfect with I'm going to give it a 9, right? Let's give it a 9. Okay, so there we go. That was the Vz61 Scorpion, absolutely great weapon mod. Definitely getting my endorsement. Hope you guys do the same. This guy is really good at weapon mods. I would compare him to Millennia, but I'll probably get stopped for that, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, get my endorsement. Hope you guys go download it, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video as well. So like, favourite and subscribe if you so desire. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the future. This has been Grey Fox, and I'll see you with an upload later this week. See you.